at the 40-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Smith on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charlie, do you think they have to take? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A gain of 9.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. There's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What you have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
These plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. to throw is Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Jones getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long, it's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Agnew now to return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And he stopped immediately there.
Carried by the wide
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. His throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 4.
fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll find Galladay, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
30-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive, 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense, and we like to run.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
4 yards.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Smith now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Side, they're going to go option here. On first and 10, it's Swift. He's to the 10. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 26. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's good.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Down by Kendall Fuller.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake it at Stafford. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. 6 yards.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
A gain of 40 yards.
A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Washington 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Complete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. A big play on third down for the Lions. 52 yards.
The 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stafford looks to throw again. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
To DeAndre Swift.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
And 5 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. No
gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. The 30, 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Lions 27, Washington 21.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford throwing deep for Golladay. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14.
Now a carry for Swift.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
From the gun, here's Smith.
They'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 85.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
play action. Stafford.
At the 19-yard line.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this will wind up the Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Leave it like this! Oh, no, he wants the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Stafford. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. A super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
At the 21-yard line.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before.